Do you see that? That over there? Yeah, that's my TBR from December, going way off track. Yeah. So on this September, I was about to say, January TBR, you'll probably see some books that you already see in the other videos. And yeah. Yep, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And this is my January TBR. For once, I'm doing a little intro. So I was inspired by Rosie at Rosie Cockshot. I can never really pronounce her last name on Bookshop, but I think it's around there. And also Katie from Katie Reads and Rounds. They both are doing this. sorry, readathon. It goes all through January, so I'm already a bit late. But since it's going all through January, I mean, it's a month-long readathon, and the prompts aren't that difficult or that complicated, really. I don't really think it's gonna be an issue. I don't say some of the books I already read has really already fits some prompts, so yeah. I'll link the people who are hosting it in Dubadoo, but I'll also give me a moment. I'll also tell you quickly. The hosts are Lizzie from Literal Lizzie, Mindy from Mindy's Book Journey, Noelle from Noelle's 7 Pages, and David of David's Book Reviews. And yeah, I'll link them all down below. So yeah, maybe I didn't say, I don't really think I said this readathon is called Bookworm's New Year Readathon. So it's kind of a great way or good way to start your reading year. And the prompts are a book a book you meant to read in 2020, you didn't get to. Sorry, a 2021 reading goal, so a book that fits a reading goal you have for 2021. A reread a fave from 2011. Top of your TBR. A book you're intimidated by. A book from a different genre. A debut novel written by POC. And last but not least, physical book left the longest on your TBR. Unread. Well, obviously. That's kind of in name. Sorry. Sorry. And the books I have chosen is. Okay, what books I have chosen is. I suppose actually most of the books I've chosen can actually work on most prompts, but yeah, I suppose I can just simply show you the books. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I have chosen to try to, as always, but all of these books have been on my TBR for a long time, so I really hope that this being a month-long readathon, it'll kind of be easier instead of like forcing myself to read this month. No, sorry, this week. It'll be a month I have to read, so hopefully. Sorry. Yeah, we have The Cooper Promise by Jen Williams. Sorry, The Copper Promise, 2 P's, not 2 O's. It's an adult high fantasy book series. I think it's standalone, not quite sure, but yeah, I've got this. I bought this 2 years ago now, in 2019. So, well, 2 years, a year and 1 month. I bought this December 2019. So yeah, still haven't read it. Do you want to read it? And then we have, oh yeah, I think I actually thought of this first, but yeah. Then we have The Reader by Tracy Chi. This was actually meant for like the book that I meant to read in 2020, but as I said, I love this kind of work, so I love the prompts. So yeah, again, a bit all over the place. I'm just gonna go back to showing you the books because they work for most of the prompts. And yeah, this is the first duology. It's set in a high fantasy world where reading is something you don't really do. It's not really a thing. It's a thing of the past. So it sounds very interesting. Then we have Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. So this one, Annalisa from Annalisa Eli has said this one disappointed her. She kind of wanted more. She didn't love it. So that kind of makes me hesitant. But still, I want to give it a go myself. So yeah, I wanted to give it a go last year. Didn't so far. Want to read now. Then we have Fireborn by Rosaria Mundo. So this is high fantasy. Yeah, high fantasy world with dragons, as you can probably guess. And I think it's the first in the series. I might be wrong here. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, want to get this one. I Kissed Alice by Anna Birch. This is a debut book, so it works for that prompt, but also with most of the prompts. It's a diverse read, which is not a prompt. No, it was just me being silly. But yeah, but it's a debut novel. It's out of that, I suppose, like the prompt where it says top of TBR. How do you define top of TBR? Like most of my TBR is kind of like, I would say my TBR is more like kind of horizontal. It's not like I need to read this before that. Like I want to read this and this and this and this at the same time. I don't really have one book I want to read now. I kind of equally want to read them all. But yeah, that's on there, high on TBR. So I suppose some of the books that are high on TBR, I'll go with that. And then we have Retribution Falls by Chris Wooding, another adult book. This has been described as being similar to words Firefly, Firefly. That's two series. I love it, and so I thought like this sounds cool. And it also kind of intimidates me. And also, yeah, one of the prompts is a book you're intimidated by. It intimidates me because it's sci-fi, and I usually don't really like reading sci-fi. I more tend to like watching like science fiction stuff. So this intimidates me. Also, it's kind of long. I suppose like if you're gonna read something that's you don't really usually do, you probably should read a shorter read. And this is kind of long, well, longish. It's 400 pages, so it's around long. How do you define a long book? I suppose it depends. But yeah, um, so this one I want to get to. I was about to say in February. It's in January. And then we have uh, Poderosa, which is the book that's been longest on my physical TBR, unread. I got it in actually 2011, I think. Yeah, 2011. It's a book in Spanish, and I do read Spanish. I just haven't read. Well, sorry, I read one book in Spanish last year. But other than that, I don't mostly read in English, sometimes in Norwegian. So it kind of intimidates me. But I do know that it's probably not going to be that difficult. And also, this book is actually under 200 pages, so it's not long at all. So yeah, I need to get to it. And also, the premise is kind of like in cart, where like she writes something and it becomes true. So it sounds so cool. So I should just get off my butt and read it. And yeah, that's kind of some books that I wanted to read this month. Not all the books, but I suppose a lot of the books that I've kind of wanted to read. I think I have that issue where like if I do post it in a video and say like I'm gonna read this, and then I don't read it, and like I'm such a mood reader, and I feel like okay, I should just instead of saying I'm gonna read this and this book this month, I'll instead say like TBRs and say like I want to read books by this authors, or I want to read books that work with that. Like I might like the TBR for uh, February might be like I want to read romance books, or like I want to read one or two nonfiction. Like saying I want to read this amount of books instead of reading saying like I'll do this in its title, because as I said, sometimes saying I'll read specific titles makes me want to not read them or like procrastinate with them. So yeah, as I said, I have other books. I have some library books that I kind of want to get to. Obviously, I could renew them, but yeah. I have some books that I still haven't finished. I have started some months ago. I have some books that I want to read soon that I've been thinking of wanting to read soon. I just haven't gotten to them. So yeah, I have options. I definitely have options. And yeah. Also, I suppose I can tell you like today it's the 4th of January, 4th day of the year, and I already actually have read 4 books. So not that bad, really. I mean, starting the year reading, have already read 4 books 4 days into it. So that's good. Happy with that. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Yeah. As I said before, I'll link all the stuff in the blue.